To make your Utopia website for English, you're going to go to Weebly.com. So that's Weebly.com, and then you're going to choose sign up. Once you get to sign up, you're going to use the Google sign up button, and then you're going to use your berkeleyprep.net account. Once you log in, there's an option to go on a tour, but unless you want to quickly go through the tour, you don't need to do that. You can create a site. So you'll go to Add Site. It will then ask you what the focus of your site is and what you want to do. Because you're creating a website for your Utopia or your Dystopia, you're going to choose the site instead of the blog. Then this is the place where you can pick the theme of your Utopia. You're going to be able to edit the pictures along the way, but as you've decided on what your laws are and what your different choices are for your Utopia, some of these are going to look different than others, like the text, the background images you could keep if they fit, the colors. So for example, if healthy living was important to you in your community, you could pick a clean looking healthy living site. I'll just pick something simple and clean, like this New York City theme, and click choose, and it'll start loading. You're going to want to create a standard subdomain. So you're going to choose the first check, use a subdomain of Weebly.com, and then you're going to want to choose, based on whether you're in Miss Essie's class or Miss Lake's class, you're going to want to put your name, your teacher, and your block. Megan Estes B, if I was in Mrs. Estes B block. This is your site. This is where you can go to edit things. So right now you're building the home page. So this is where you would give the basic information about your Utopia, the name, any kind of introduction that you wanted to have, and then also some sort of motto. If you go back and look at the requirements that you were given by your teachers, you'll see that your motto shows your community values in a short creative line. So this homepage would be the perfect place for you to put that motto. Over on the left side, there's all the basic information where you can put images in, where you can add a photo gallery, where you can put a map to show where your Utopia is. And all of these things are draggable. So if you wanted to put an image, you would click the image and you would drag it, and then you would click to upload an image. So you can upload one from your computer, and I'll just pick something that I used for my global studies class. It'll upload the file, and then that'll sit right there on the home page. As you scroll down, you also have the ability to add other things. You could put a poll in asking people in your community if they agree with something. You could put a survey in. Anything you see with the star, it's going to be up. You have to upgrade to be able to use it. So if you click on it, it's going to tell you to upgrade, which you don't want to do right now because you have to pay for it. But for example, if you wanted to put a YouTube video in where you recorded an iMovie about your Utopia and you put a link to your YouTube video, the YouTube video isn't an upgrade. So you could go and add a YouTube video to your site. So this is on the home page. You can change the design. Here's where you can change the color theme. Here's where you can change the fonts, the background, all of that information. The pages is where you're going to go for adding the other elements. So you can create a page for your housing, a page for your education, a page for your technology, and all of the elements that your English teachers wanted you to include. And to add the pages, again at the top you have the pages bar. You can hit the plus button and you can add a standard page. You would then want to call your page whatever that element was. So here is a page on the government. You can add change the text here, Government of Utopia, add a headline. We are an anarchy, whatever you want to include for your government. And again, there are different ways that you can address the questions that they've asked you. Creating 8 to 10 laws can be done with putting pictures in, creating your law list actually as a text box. Again, you're going to go to that. You'll click back to build, and over on the left-hand side, there are your elements. So you're clicking between the things at the top to go to your pages and then to actually build each of your pages. So I'll pick, if I wanted to just list my laws, I would pick to add text, and I could put 10 laws to my community. But again, if you're just using text, it's a very basic website. You're not getting all that you could out of it. There are other ways that you're going to get more out of it by uploading files, by uploading images, using videos to illustrate what your utopia is about. Once you're finished and you go back to your home page, you have the ability, once you click, I'm sorry, not on the home page, but once you click on the 3 lines here, you can click between the different pages. So here's your government. You can take out the contact page because you don't need an about page or a contact page for your website. All you need, you're going to include in your other pages. Once you're finished, you're going to choose to publish to that subdomain. So now for me, this one would be available at the website that I chose. I would copy the link, and then depending on how Miss Estes or Miss Lake want you to turn it in, you can email it to them, put it in a Google form, or however they've asked you to submit it. If you don't finish editing your site in one sitting, as I imagine you won't, you can exit and it will save all the work you've done. So to exit, you're going to go up into the upper right hand corner. Instead of hitting publish, you're going to hit the 3 lines, exit editor, and it'll take you back to your account homepage. When you're ready to start working on it again, you'll just choose edit site and it'll bring you right back to the same page. This will give you the ability to take away pages, move pages. If I want to get rid of one, clicking on the 3 dots on the left side, click delete. Yes, I want to delete my page now. All I have are my home and government, and then I'll keep working from there. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to let me know. And again, the more elements and the more design you get into this, the better off your website's going to be and the more reflective of it's going to be of your utopia.